Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a watermelon Mountain Dew soap. I figured since it's drink month, I would do my normal drink, which is the Mountain Dew. And since, you know, it's summertime, you really want to, well, not quite, but still, you want to throw watermelon or fruity soap in the mix. And I figured watermelon Mountain Dew would be a pretty good thing to do. I've already done the regular Mountain Dew and the cherry limeade. So this is going to be some of the same colors used in my other soaps. I'm going to have a pink, well, two pinks actually, one, but it's going to be lightened up with some TD. And then I'm going to have the lime green and the like highlighter yellow again. So I'm going to split this batch. I think the main portion of it, I think the way that I'm wanting to do it anyway, is to have the biggest portion of it be a dark pink. And then I'm going to split some off for a light pink, the green, and the yellow. Yeah, so there will be no white in this soap. It's going to be all colors, and I'm going to try and pour it just like I did the Mountain Dew soap, so they'll look similar. And I think that's about it. So let's pour our lye water solution into the oils, and we will get started. Okay, let's go ahead and split this batter off. I'm gonna pour a little bit for the yellow and the green, and then I'm gonna see how much we have left over for the light pink. Probably should pour a little bit less in that first one. If I need to pour some out, that's fine, I'll do that. Okay, I'm actually just going to divide this up. Hopefully I can get it just about even. Let's see. That seems good. Clean up my mess. Yeah, they're about even. Okay, so I think we have a pretty good bit actually for the light pink, or yeah, I think I want to make the base like the dark pink. So let's try that. That should be plenty, I think. We'll see. We are about even on those three colors, or on those three accents. And this still has a pretty good bit of batter in it. Now, I'm going to pour the same way that I did the regular Mountain Dew. Meaning I'm going to leave the big portion, or the bigger portion of the base in this bucket. And once I mix up my colors, I'm just going to pour them in random spots into the big bucket, and then we'll just pour it all at once. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these colors. Let me scrape this batter down just a little bit so that we don't have any uncolored batter in there. That's one thing about these little pour spouts. Like, I love these containers. Really, really helpful for pouring, but if you do need to pour some off, I would like pour it like out the side instead of out the spout, because you don't really want any uncolored batter in the rest of it if you're going to color it. So, all right, so we're going to start. Gosh, I'm telling y'all, I absolutely love this yellow. All right, so we're going to go in our yellow. I'm going to start slowly with these colors because I want to see what we have. Ooh, that one is set up really well. Now I made this pink like extra thick. It's got a lot more mica and oil in it. Well, it's got a lot more mica anyway. Okay, so if I'm going to make the largest portion dark pink, I'm gonna plop some of that in there. I do want to check on these colors though, and I'll put a tiny bit in there. Let's see how that looks. I forgot my little mixy spoon. Okay, so since I pre-dispersed these colors in in oil, sorry, can't even talk today, which is normal. Ay, ay, ay. But I pre-dispersed these micas in some oil so that I wouldn't have to mix as long. Because the less you have to mix, the thinner everything will be, and it moves a lot more smoothly that way. It just helps out tremendously to pre-disperse your micas, which I usually don't. I usually just chunk them in and I'm like, it'll be fine. But for this one, I wanted to have plenty of working time because I may need to adjust my colors. The yellow and the green are fine, but I do want to, I may have to adjust this pink and that pink. And so the less I blend, the better. This one will need some titanium dioxide in it because I don't want this one that pink. Yeah, so I'll have to put a little bit in there. Okay, so let's check this one. Scooch this out of the way, make sure I'm in frame so you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, this is so beautiful. Now this one could be a bit darker. This is actually a good color for the light, but yeah, so I'm gonna put a little bit more in this big bucket. And then we're gonna lighten up this smaller portion over here. So, plop. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put all that pink in there. Okay, just a hair. That's probably a little bit more than I needed, but I think we're okay. All right, I am going to go ahead and add the fragrance and then we will start blending. And on this fragrance combination, I tried to get a pretty good balance of the Mountain Dew and the watermelon. It seems to be a little heavy on the watermelon side, but I think that's okay in this instance anyway. You can still smell the Mountain Dew, it's still there. It's just not, you know, it's not Mountain Dew in your face, basically. Oh, we have ricing. That sucks. Okay. This fragrance isn't supposed to rice, but here we are. But this is exactly why I wanted to go ahead and pre-mix my micas in case something like this happened. So I already know I'm gonna have to stick blend these. And with me going ahead and mixing that mica in first with some oil, that that's just that much less time that I have to blend. And hopefully I can still get it all out. Oh, I hate when a fragrance rises. There are a lot of things I can deal with, and so, you know, as far as acceleration and discoloration is fine, but when you get into when it starts rising, it just seems like it's such a pain to deal with, because you never want to over blend, or, you know, a lot of your designs aren't going to come out the way you planned. So, okay, I'm going to probably mute this portion of the video, and we'll go ahead and get these mixed up real quick, and then I'll come back. We've got our colors mixed up. They're thickening up pretty quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and get these in this big bucket. I think I got most of that ricing blended out. I don't think it'll be too bad anyway. All right, so we're just going to pour in random spots. Okay. There we go. If I use my spoon and kind of scoop them out. And then what I'll do, once I get them all in here, I'll kind of swirl them a little bit. But this one did really well. I'm going to save a little bit of these for the top, possibly. Honestly, I don't know that it will. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and scrape these out, because I think there will be plenty of color on the top when everything comes out of here, maybe, and it's just too thick for me to even try to do a decent top on it. So what we get when we pour it is how it's going to look. I might texture the top a little bit, but yeah, that's gonna be it. There's not gonna be any fancy top on it, that's for sure. Yeah, this green right here, the darker green, it did really well. I love soaping, but man, I'm telling you, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. You just gotta try to work with it. Because I did want this to be like my, so we're gonna swirl, and that's probably gonna make all kinds of weirdness going on. Ew, look at that batter, it's so gross. We're gonna see how this one comes out, y'all. It might be an epic fail. And if it is, you know what? I'm still gonna post it, because I think you guys would like to see that, you know, we don't always get it right. Sometimes ish happens, you know what I'm saying? All right, so let's bring Big Bertha in. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to plop this in. Woohoo! My gracious. My Lanta. Maybe I should have saved some color for the top because it doesn't look like we're going to have any. Maybe a little bit. Bloop. Bloop. All right, actually, before I try and scrape that down, let me tap this mold. Kind of get this stuff situated in here. That'll make it a little bit easier. So we'll still have some color. Oh, my phone is doing the thing again. I'm telling y'all, my watermelon soaps are cursed. This is the third one that has given me fits. Which technically, well, yeah, no, it's a watermelon soap. I was gonna say technically it's not. It's Watermelon Mountain Dew, but yeah, it's watermelon. So, there's a little bit of this color that's coming through. So it's not gonna be completely pink on top. It will have some of the color in there. And then I still have a little bit of color on my spoon over here, so that'll help as well. But yeah, this is the third watermelon soap. I have posted, I believe I uploaded one on YouTube. It says something like lost footage. Go check out that watermelon video. Because I'm telling you, like my camera just shut off. It was like, nope, not filming this. In which that soaping actually went really well. Like the fragrance behaved. It was a beautiful soap. Like the end result was absolutely gorgeous. It just, yeah, my camera just stopped. So y'all go check out that video. And I also have another video from the very next year where I did another watermelon soap. This one turned out absolutely gorgeous. Way more beautiful than the first. And the camera, something happened with the camera on that one too. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what is it with these watermelon soaps? So yeah, it seems to be the curse of the watermelon here. You know, I made sure that I researched and everything for each one of my watermelon soaps. I wanted to make sure I had the right fragrance, that it wasn't going to turn into soap on a stick or discolor. You know, I wanted the scent to be strong. There were lots of, you know, things that I researched going into making a watermelon soap. And I had heard, you know, watermelon soap nightmares from several soapers, you know, and I was like, it can't be that hard. I mean, it's just watermelon. What's but a lot of people have had issues with the fragrance. And so I researched and I was like, well, you know, which one do I need to get? And got all my stuff lined up, and I found you know, the perfect fragrance that wouldn't act funky, and I was so excited. And then my camera shut off twice, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. And then my software didn't want to process the portion of the video that was there. It was just a mess. So I was like, you mean to tell me I got the watermelon soap right twice, however the footage is just gone? Like, I mean, not gone, but it was just, I couldn't get the footage. I couldn't get the footage to load. So it kind of do this like I did the Mountain Dew one, the regular Mountain Dew, and see how that looks on the top. But yeah, so I couldn't get the footage to load, and 2 times in a row that happened. And so on this one, I was like, you know what, I'm getting this watermelon soap right. This is gonna work. We're gonna have a good time. And my new software that I'm using, or software program that I'm using, is gonna edit it beautifully. Not gonna have any more lost footage. And then, you know, here we are soaping today, and the fragrance goes crazy cuckoo. in which I've never had an issue with the watermelon fragrance that I used today or the Mountain Dew fragrance. If you guys watched my Mountain Dew video, you will see like that batter was super runny and everything like went really, really well with that soap. And then for the watermelon soap, batter was fluid and runny. But you go mixing fragrance oils and putting two things together that normally wouldn't be. That's where you start, you know, having things go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, yeah. But, I mean, we managed to get it in the mold. Not sure how it's going to look, but I think it will be pretty cool with it having the majority of the color I think that got on the bottom was this like highlighter yellow and my neon green. So that's gonna kind of represent, you know, the rind and also the Mountain Dew. And then you have more of the dark pink and the light pink that were on top, again, representative of the actual watermelon. And the watermelon Mountain Dew is all pink, you know, so I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. I can't wait to see the footage and see what happens, and I'm so excited for the cut. I can't wait. It'll be tomorrow for me, but it'll be all in the same video for you guys, so you get to see that. Yeah, so we are done with the watermelon Mountain Dew soap, and I'm on to the cutting. Well, actually, I'm on to making another soaping video, but you guys will see the cutting next. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to cut the watermelon Mountain Dew soap. And if you guys remember, I had a little trouble with this fragrance. It riced on me and it got kind of thick and I had to kind of plop it in the mold. So we do have a couple of air holes here. And that's just from where I couldn't get the batter banged down good enough to knock all of those out. So it looks pretty cool. Look at that. Oh my god, it looks totally like tie-dyed. That's super cool. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and cut this one open so I can get moving along to the next one. Let's see what we have. Well, that sounded kind of violent. I know a lot of people like that ding sound that the wires make. All right, let's see what we have on the inside. It's definitely not what I was going for, but it works. It really works. It is watermelon and Mountain Dew mixed together, and since most of the green colorant is on the bottom, that's kind of indicative of a watermelon rind, and then the pinks are up top. So it's like the flesh or the meat of the watermelon. So in a sense, it worked. But again, this is definitely the curse of the watermelon soaps for Belle of the Bath. Like this one, the design didn't turn out. The other two, my design turned out great, but we lost most of the footage. But on this one, whoo, like the design didn't come out exactly like we intended, and the fragrance, or because of the fragrance, did some funky stuff. Actually, I don't know that it was the fragrance so much as it was probably me. I don't think I got, you know, that good emulsion. I think I was still in kind of like the middle of the false trace stage, and I think it had just started to come together. And then, you know, when I put the fragrance in, I think there was, you know, still some separation there, and that caused the fragrance to rise. Which it doesn't hurt the soap at all. It's just not aesthetically what we were going for, but it's still soap. Still cleans. It's still watermelon Mountain Dew. I think it's pretty cool. It smells really good. Really good. Look at that one. That's cool. A little bit of green got up here in the top. Oh man. Like, I was so hoping it would turn out like the regular Mountain Dew soap. That was a cool ass design. Like, it was so cool. And I was hoping this one would turn out exactly like that one, just with the color, you know, the difference in colors. I mean, it's okay that it didn't, but I wanted everything to be cohesive. But again, it's just aesthetics. Oh, that one's neat. I like that. I like the two different pinks and the two different greens. And actually the one, the lighter one that looks like a yellow highlighter is actually a green. Very, very light green, but it is a green. And it looks so cool in soap. So I'm going to be using it a lot more in other designs. Ooh, there's a big air hole. You see where that didn't get, where the batter didn't get down there? I might just need to move these over here because I have another soap to cut after this. So I will scoochy scooch these over. So we're still working on the soap shed. It's been quite a while. And it kind of looks like a landscape of some sort. That's cool. But so we've kind of taken a break from working on the shed to do other things because we've been like extremely busy. He with his work, me with mine. And yeah, so it's just been kind of crazy around here, and we haven't had a chance to really get anything else done with the soap shed. And it's going to be, you know, my workshop, so finally I can get all this soaping stuff out of my house because it drives me absolutely insane. You know, I can't just come in here and make soap and be done with it for the day, or you know, do my lotions or whatever, all the other products that I have to do, because I have to like thoroughly scrub the kitchen first and make sure everything's clean and tidy and sanitary, and then I have to make soap and clean up my soapy stuff. And so you know, I find that I'm cleaning the kitchen more than one should have to in a day. You know, I think once at the beginning of the day, or, you know, after breakfast, and then once at the end of the day should be sufficient. But it seems like I'm cleaning the kitchen like 4 or 5 times a day, because I wash and sterilize all my equipment, or disinfect all of my equipment between batches as well. And so having the soap shed done is like, we need it done like yesterday. And so he's working on that today to hopefully get, well, we've got to do some sealing up around the door frame. And then he's going to get the rest of the sheetrock in, which we don't have much left as far as the sheetrock goes. And then once he gets the sheetrock in, we can start on, I've got to do the, you know, painting and all that stuff after we do the mud and tape it off, sanding and all that good stuff. But so then I've got to do my painting, and then we can actually start work on the floor. And I'm so excited about my floor. I've already picked out the flooring. Yeah, I'm just like super ready for it to be done, so I can get all of my soaping equipment and supplies out of the house, because it's just chaos right now. Like, I can't, you know, I'm one that I can't stand a mess at all. And right now it's just too hectic. Like, my soaping equipment and inventory and packaging, like everything, is in the house, and it's kind of taken over the dining room. Well, no, not kind of, it has taken over the dining room and our little mud room that comes in from the garage. That's where my like big huge steel shelves are that hold, you know, my lye and where my oils and my equipment and all my main ingredients for my soaps and products and things. And then I have a smaller like bookshelf in that same mudroom hall that has all my colorants and fragrances on, and it's like, it's packed to the gills. It's, you know, got to be careful walking by that one because the slightest little wind will knock something off, and it's just insane. And with the animals, I'm just like, no, I can't, like, I can't clean my equipment constantly any longer. I mean, it's driving me insane. So, you know, I'm like, I would like to just be able to go into the shed, make my products, and not have to worry about, you know, animals maybe breathing in live fumes or any of the, you know, fragrance and essential oils, because that's not good for pets. It really is not. And I mean, their little noses are so sensitive, or their sense of smell is so much more sensitive than ours. And I suffer with migraines. I know that has got to be like harsh on them. So yeah, anything we can do right now to get my stuff out of here to where I'm not disrupting them either, is, you know, monumental at this point. It's just got to be done. So that's what he's doing today while I'm working. All right, so I have cut the Watermelon Mountain Dew soap, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Kind of a wonky design, but you know, I think it maybe gets the point across. We'll see how you guys react to it. We may remake it in the future, and you know, I'll make sure that I get the batter completely fluid again before I mix the colorant and fragrance in and everything. Because like I said, both of those fragrances separately worked very, very well. They both stayed really fluid, but when I put them together, it just didn't work out that well, and I think it was me and not them. So we may redo it, but I'll let you guys know. All right, see you for the next one. Bye.